So okay, now we have understood how to have an edge. We have understood that we need to have an edge in our life, in our work. But how to begin and where to begin? Because all the knowledge is fantastic, okay, but knowledge without an application value, I always believe knowledge is useless, because the knowledge without an application value is a useless knowledge. So we need to know where to apply, how to apply. So it's very important for us to understand where to begin and how to begin. So let us discuss. I am going to give you a few suggestions here. These are all primarily suggestions, and it's just a food for thought for you. You can actually get much more ideas through this food for thoughts. So let us go into it. Make a small beginning. Start from where you can start. So don't think that no, I will make a beginning by January 1, 2014, and don't miss this 6 months time. Don't miss this 4 months time. Don't miss this 3 months time. And what happens now, when you wait till January 1, 2014, you will actually forget this presentation and move on to something else. So very important to start small right now, today, okay, in this moment. Make a beginning. Start now. Make a small beginning and start from where you can start. Okay, I will give you a few suggestions from where you can start. So first suggestion I like to give you is be the first to reach office. See, consider the office time is 9:30. What happens? There are people who reach by 9:50. There are people who reach by 9:45. But can you reach by 8:30? You may think that, oh my God, how I can reach by 8:30? But I will give you a thought that when you reach by 8:30, you are having two advantages. One is you are actually avoiding the traffic by starting very early from home, so that you are saving 1 hour of your traffic time. Number one. Number two is you are also making a productive work ahead of others by 1 hour. When 100 employees are going to start the work by 9:30, okay, you are going to start the work by 8:30, and 1 hour of undisturbed, because people are going to come to office by 9:30, you are going to be by 8:30, 1 hour of undisturbed work, you are going to produce much larger results. So the evening, if you see it, 5 o'clock, when people want to rush to finish the work, you will have completed work by 4:30 itself, okay, and we are already sitting and planning for tomorrow. So you will have an edge. The man who is actually doing ahead of others will have an edge, and is going to help you more than anybody else. The organization may benefit the effects of this, you coming early, but the person who is going to get the maximum benefit out of this, your early work, is you only. So can you do that? Can you be early? Can you be the first person to reach office? Can you do something about it? And that can make a huge difference to you. Okay, this is the first suggestion for me, for you. Let me go to the second one. Monday assignment. Consider you have to submit assignment or a report, Monday report. Okay, you have to send a report on Monday, but can you send this report on Friday evening itself? Okay, it's a stretch, but can you stretch this? And what happens now is going to give a lot of positive feedback to the boss, because the boss is going to be so comfortable, because Monday morning he has to go, and he always, Saturday, Sunday, he is always thinking that whether my team will send it on Monday morning. The moment you send it on Friday evening, he is going to give a lot of peace to the boss. So can you give the peace to the person, to your organization, by sending it a day ahead, or one evening ahead, or 2 days ahead? That is going to make a lot of difference to you. So can you send a Monday report by Friday evening? Third, demonstrate your intent, because in an organization today they want to see right intent, people with right intent. Okay, can you demonstrate their intent? Many of us have a good intent, but somehow we don't demonstrate it. Consider there's a meeting. Okay, meeting time is 11 o'clock. When everybody is coming by 11 or 11:02, can you go the 5 minutes early? Can you go with a notebook? Can you go with a pen? Can you go with a laptop and jot down whatever you want to discuss? Can you take this meeting much more seriously compared to what others are taking it? So when you are going to be so organized in taking your pen, in your highlighter, your notebook, your laptop, and go to the meeting all 5 minutes earlier, you're planning what you want to discuss in the meeting, take it from me, I think you are going to have an edge, because people will see that he is different, she is different, okay? So he is not like yet another person. He is well prepared, she is well prepared, she is organized, he is organized, and that is going to have an edge for you. Demonstrate your intent. I think these meetings are the greatest opportunity to demonstrate your intent, right? And next is develop an expertise. So everything is fine, but basically competence makes a lot of difference, because people will come to you only when you have an expertise for something. Otherwise they will not need you. If you have the same strengths like anybody else, they doesn't need you. You need to develop an expertise. Consider you are in a department of doing customer research. When every other colleague of you taking research of 40 customers per week, you go again and do 80 customers per week. The reason is, it is going to help you. When you talk to more customers, it is going to help you. You are going to get much more customer insights. When others are going to see the laptop and present, you are going to present from your experience, because every moment you are breathing customers. So what happens is, tomorrow marketing department want to devise a new strategy, they will not be able to do it without you. They will call you. They want this person to come here. So you will be the pivotal person in the organization in bridging the field and your marketing team. So you will be recognized by the company. So these are some of the ways in which you can build the edge. This is where you can begin. Begin from where you can begin. These are some of the suggestions. What we discussed: be the first to the office. It's a suggestion. Okay. Second thing is, we discuss about demonstrate Monday assignment on Friday evening. It's going to make your boss very comfortable. Demonstrate a hint and take your job a bit more seriously and demonstrate it. Fourth is, develop an expertise. Expertise is going to give you a lot of edge in the longer period of time. These are some of the suggestions. You can just think about it and you can come up with much more ideas than what we have discussed right now. But you need to have an edge for it to go ahead in your career. Now let us come to almost the last part of the presentation on an imaginary interview with a man who always has an edge over others. Who could be that man? There could be many people, okay, who always an edge in their respective profession. They are masters, okay, they have such an individuality, they always have an edge. I think there could be many people, okay, but today I am going to talk about one person which you and me know. The world knows him, okay. I am going to actually have an imaginary interview with the captain of India, M Dhoni, okay, because I personally feel this man is always have an edge over the others. There is no competitor for him, okay. He will be the captain till he wants to be the captain. That is the edge he has created for himself, okay, and he has become a master in his game. The world cricket is admiring this man. So let us understand. So I don't have a luxury today of taking the interview of M Dhoni in person directly. So what I did was, being a keen observer of M Dhoni, I have taken an imaginary interview of M Dhoni, and we are going to get a lot of wisdom revealed through this interview. Okay. Now let us start the interview. The question I want to ask M Dhoni is, how do you feel to be a winner? How do you feel to be a winner? And what M Dhoni would have replied. He says that having tasted so many successes, it is difficult to live without it. Being a winner is a great feeling. M Dhoni says that no, being a winner is a great feeling. Okay, so that's very important, because when you face success, continue to face success, you cannot live without success. So being a winner is a great feeling. How are you able to rise to the occasion and win most of the matches, even from the most impossible situation? What gives you this never give up attitude? Because he is one man, he comes in the 11th hour, suddenly the match is not even, he comes and makes a lot of sixes in the 19th over or the 49th over and makes India win in the matches. How is he able to do it? Not once, not twice, 100 times he has done it, okay? So what gives you this never give up attitude? Since I hate losing is the answer. Since I hate losing, I give myself totally to the match in the difficult situations. Actually speaking, when you display a courage, the competition crumbles and they always end up doing some mistakes under pressure. In my case, I take the first step to face the challenge head on, and invariably I found life rewards the brave man. See, what he does is very simple. We may admire him, but what he does is keep things very simple. What he is doing is, he is hitting the first ball of the bowler to a boundary or sixer, and he makes the bowler to be under pressure. Because when a bowler is under pressure, when a bowler is desperate, the next ball, what the bowler does, he comes and he wants to do something different, he puts a wide. So the bowler goes under pressure further, okay, and once again he comes and puts a full toss, it goes for a 6. So he does a very simple formula. With all his skills, he takes the first ball to a boundary or sixer and he puts the bowler to pressure. That is what he says here. When you display a courage, the competition crumbles. The moment you hit the first ball to a sixer or 4 of a bowler, the competition crumbles and they always end up doing some mistake under pressure. In my case, I take the first step to face the challenge head on. Invariably, I found life rewards the brave man. What he is doing is not a skill. He is keeping things so simple. He is putting the competition to make mistakes rather than he is actually doing a lot more right things. And next question, people say they are lucky, right? I think this is one of the common thing about we talk about MS Dhoni. He's a very lucky captain, lucky player. And what could be his answer? He's saying that yes, I'm very lucky. And he also says that luck is very important for success. But he makes one more statement, the very powerful statement. The only thing the world should understand is, I have created my own luck. The luck has not come to me by on its own. I have created my own luck. So the next obvious question will be, how to create our own luck? Because he is saying I have created my own luck. How to create our own luck? The answer he gives is, as I said earlier, luck comes in search of a man who displays courage to face the challenge head on. And I never shied away from facing any challenges head on. In fact, I volunteered to face a challenge, and I fall in love with challenging circumstances. So what he says is, luck will come to a man, to a person, to a woman, whoever it is, when the person is ready to face a challenge head on. Because what happens is, when there's a challenge, we try to take a back step. So what happens is, we find it more difficult. What he's saying is, when there's a challenge, I come forward with courage. Anyway, I have to face it. Let me face it now. So what happens is, luck comes to a person who faces challenges head on. How are you able to handle success so well? Because he is one player. He won 2020 World Cup, he won the 50 over World Cup, he won Test cricket where India was the #1 team for so many years, and he also won this IPL finals quite a few times. He also won championship final. There is not much series which he has not won. He is one of the most successful captain in the world cricket, in the history of the world actually. Such a consistent, successful captain. But he is handling success so well. How are you able to handle success so well? What could be his answer? He is saying, no, it comes to me naturally. Basically, I respect individuals. I never compromise this value at any point of time. I respect individuals. And that is how I was able to work so successfully with legends like Sachin, Saurav, Rahul, Anil, BVS, etc. Because he is saying that I respect individuals. And take it from me, the person who has an edge, real edge, he will respect individual. The person who want to show, he doesn't have a real edge, want to show that he is having an edge, only he will have a problem. He will have egoistic problems because he want to show that he is having an edge. The people who have real edge, they respect individuals because they have no issue with anything else. And the question is, yes, you respect seniors. I vividly remember the seniors where Anil Kumble and Saurav Ganguly retired, and we made them feel very special because this is one of the match, no? First series Kumble retired, first match the Kumble retired, second match the Saurav Ganguly retired. But what he did was something special. Okay, yes, I loved carrying Anil Kumble on my shoulders across the ground, and I also really cherish asking Saurav Ganguly to captain the last few overs in the final test match. So what happens now? If you see in the corporate sector, whenever a person gets a power, what he does, the power actually corrupts his mind. He wants to be more egoistic. He wants to actually be rash to his own team members who are with him earlier. But what happens is, as far as MS Dhoni is concerned, instead of he made an undisputed captain of Indian team, he respected his seniors, he respected his mentors, he respected the former captains. He ensured that, okay, Anil Kumble got a very good farewell. He carried him on his shoulders and gave him a very good farewell. Similarly, Saurav Ganguly, he made Saurav Ganguly the captain the last few overs of the test matches and made him very special. He silently communicated, Ganguly, you are the best captain. You only showed us how to win in matches in India. You silently communicated and made him very, very special. So, when you are on edge, you will be able to do it because you don't feel insecure. So, that is the advantage of him. So, next question is, you don't have any ego? What he says, why one should be egoistic against your own mentors? Okay, yes, there can be professional differences, but why ego? And that is the reason, even if anyone criticizes me, I don't get even with them by answering back. Very important, okay? Why to ego with your own mentors, own team members, own subordinates, own organization? You can have professional differences, but why to have ego? Okay, that is what he's saying. But you make the bad do the talking. Yes, MS Dhoni may say that I don't have ego, but what happens is, whenever somebody criticizes him, he goes out of the way to win the next match and makes the people bad do the talking instead of he is talking. What he's saying, yes, that is important. We must learn to channelize our anger to produce more excellence rather than fighting. Because whenever somebody has hurt you, we always have two choices. One, to fight him back, scold him back, fire him back. Another is produce excellence. The person feels bad that, okay, I should not have spoken like this to this person. That is what MS Dhoni says. We must channelize our anger to producing more excellence rather than fighting. So how do you handle criticism? That's the next question. because in corporate sector criticism is going to be really part of your life, how to handle criticism, and he is going to divulge a very powerful wisdom here. Some of the criticism looks to me very illogical, but I learn to live with it. He says that I realize one thing, this is true for everyone. Please mark these words. Even I want to tell you, please mark these words. A very powerful statement. When you lose, the world looks at what you did wrong. When you lose, the world looks at what you did wrong and they blame you for it. And when you win, the same world looks at what you did right and they project and appreciate it. When you lose, the world looks at what you did wrong and they criticize it. When you win, the same world looks at what you did right and they appreciate it. This is the psychology of world, we need to admit it. So whenever anyone criticizes, I focus my efforts towards winning the next game. I know that once you win, the same people who criticize calls you as an amazing captain. Because invariably we have seen that even MS Dhoni was criticized many times. What he did was, he actually did to win the next match. The same people who criticized him, today they call him as the most amazing captain. They call him as a man with a Midas touch. They call him as the world's best captain. So many things have been talked about him because he focused on winning. He says winning is the only way you can come out of criticism, because the world is going to criticize you if you are going to lose. So you mean to say that you don't care for others' criticism? This is a question. He says, no, I really care and I am concerned about the criticism. But I don't change my innate strengths just because few didn't like it. It's very, very powerful statement, because many times when we change our basic character, we change our core strength, our core competence, because others didn't like it. But he says that you are born to be a unique personality, so be like you. Don't try to copy others. Don't become like others, anybody else. You're brought to this world to be like you. So that is what he's saying. Just because few people didn't like it, I don't change my innate strengths. Earlier I used to worry sometimes, but I realized that I can't change my innate strengths. This is me. I don't do anything in desperation. What MS Dhoni says is, this is me. I don't do anything in desperation. That is right. I respect individuals under all circumstances, whether they are going to perform or not perform. I am going to respect them. I may award that is different, but respecting is for a person, individual. I respect them under all circumstances. I trust my instincts even if it goes wrong sometimes. Suddenly I feel that this bowler should bowl the last bowler. I will bowl, I will make him bowl. Sometimes I may lose, but I don't care because I trust my instincts, and most of the time, 9 out of 10 times, my instincts will come true. I back my players whom I trusted even if they fail. If I chosen some players, I will back them even if they fail initially. Okay, I will continue to, because what he's saying is, if you want to have an edge, be yourself, be your own individual. Don't try to copy others. What is the biggest strength you as a leader of your team? This is a very important question, because he is considered as one of the good leader. What he's saying that I give ample space for the players to play the natural game. I make them aware that I will totally back them till to study, because what he's saying as a captain is, I will give ample space for my players to perform, because there are many captains who couldn't succeed. One of the reason was they set the team fielders and asked the bowlers to bowl in the space. What MS Dhoni does is, he allows ample space for the bowlers to have a freedom, and till they strive the best, he gives them the space, because the moment he doesn't give the best, then he takes it away, but otherwise he gives them the ample space. How do you react to the adulation that MS Dhoni is the greatest captain? What you would have told? Okay, let us see. It is a very interesting answer. Let us see that. To be honest, I feel good about it. Yes, when people say that MS Dhoni is the greatest captain, he feels good about it. But I have a suggestion to the young generation. He has a suggestion to the young generation. When you get inspired, you have two choices. What is the first choice? One is you can say MS Dhoni is great. Okay, that's one choice. Second choice, you can say that I will become the MS Dhoni of my profession. There is a lot of difference. One is saying MS Dhoni is great. Second is I will become the MS Dhoni of my profession. I may be an engineer, but I will become the MS Dhoni of my engineering profession. I will be a lecturer, but I will be the MS Dhoni of my profession. I will be a salesman, but I will be the MS Dhoni of my profession. So what he's saying is, one is say MS Dhoni is great and leave the inspiration there, or you can say that I will become the MS Dhoni of my profession and you become great in the process. So what he's saying, the first statement, MS Dhoni is great, keeps you where you are. If you are a salesman, you will continue to be a salesman where you are. Second one lives you to achieve gigantic possibilities, because you say that I want to become the MS Dhoni of a profession. You become the world's greatest salesman, you become the world's greatest lecturer, you become the world's greatest student, you become the world's greatest engineer, you become the world's greatest businessman, because you say that I will become the MS Dhoni of a profession. So in one of my growing up days, after watching a Sachin innings, I told myself I will try to be a Sachin Tendulkar of my work, and that made all the difference to me. And even for Sachin, when he saw Kapil Dev lifting the World Cup, made him to tell himself, one day I will lift the World Cup. That has made all the difference to Sachin. So it is all going to make a difference to you. Either you are going to say MS Dhoni is great, or I am going to become the MS Dhoni of my profession. What is your choice? I think that is going to give an edge. If you are going to say, I like this person, I think you are going to be like this. I will become a person like him. I think that is going to make a lot of difference to you. So the essence of MSD's message is, every legend has become a legend. One fine day, they said to themselves, they are going to achieve something extraordinary. Every legend, I mark these words, every legend has become a legend. One fine day, they said to themselves, not to others, said to themselves, I am going to achieve something extraordinary, and live the rest of the life channelizing all the energies towards becoming one. So don't miss the inspiration by just appreciating people. Don't miss the inspiration by just by appreciating people, but use the inspiration to advance your progress. If you see a movie and come back, you feel so inspired, don't just miss the inspiration there. Ask yourself, can I bring this excellence in my work? When you are going to bring that, that is going to help you to progress. Okay. Now let us have a quick recap. So what we discussed, how to have an edge over others in life. What we discussed was, we started with something called have a burning desire. Burning desire is a starting point. Have a burning desire. When we have a burning desire, the desire comes in search of you. Second, we discussed what environment. We discussed what environment shapes us. Environment, really we are the product of our environment. Always when we discuss the burning desire, give the example of Shah Rukh Khan so that you don't forget it, how we marketed this movie Chennai Express. Even though the content wise, this movie was no match to Three Idiots, but his burning desire alone made the movie to market, even surpass the revenue generated through Three Idiots. So burning desire makes such a large difference. And whenever we talk about environment, remember the example of the prairie chickens. Okay, a eagle egg was in the chickens. It continued to live as a chicken and never flied. Reason is, it was the environment was chickens, not the eagle. So you become like the environment. Third is process. Always remember the example of Bill Clinton. He not only felt inspired that I want to become the president of America at the age of 8 or 9, he also developed the process of developing his communication, his leadership, and also knowledge. That is how he became the president of America. Have a process. The process is going to be very key. Strengthen your business. Always think about entertainers. Think about Virendra Sehwag. Think about Brian Lara. Think about Rajinikanth. Think about Salman Khans of the world. Think about all those people. No, they never focus on the weaknesses. Salman Khan never felt that, no, I want to become like Amir Khan. He only said that I will become the best in whatever, because he focused on strengthening his strength of being an entertainer. That is how they made it in life very well. So this is how to have an edge over in others. How to have an edge over others in work? What we discussed was, begin with a bang. You are like a clay when you begin with a bang. You can create you as you want to be. And another thing is, always remember, world want to make a perception about you. So you have an awesome responsibility to begin with a bang so that the world makes a right perception about you. And no reminder, do your basic job. Everybody has a responsibility. Ensure that your organization doesn't get even a single opportunity to remind you for a basic responsibility. Third is, be an early champion to your organization's priorities. Anyway, you have to do a responsibility. If October 31 is a deadline, anyway you have to submit by October 31. Be 1 week ahead, 10 days ahead, and complete by October 20th, October 22nd, October 21. That is going to make a lot of difference to you, more than the difference it makes to the organization. Be an early champion to organization strategies. Next is building healthy relationship. Build a healthy relationship with your boss. Participate in his vision. Create a standpoint and inspire your team members, and identify the customer's need and create customers for life. Okay, this is how you have to build a healthy relationship. And also we discuss how to begin and where to begin, and we discuss how to be the first to reach office. That is going to give a lot of psychological edge. And complete the Monday assignment, Monday report by Friday evening and send it across. Demonstrate an intent. Show a little more seriousness in your job, that people see it. He is more organized, he is more serious, he is more responsible. And second is develop an expertise. You need to develop an expertise. You need to have an edge over others. You need to be best in what you do, develop an expertise. Then you will have people will want you to have in the team, right? And finally, we also discussed about an imaginary interview with MS Dhoni. Few points which he discussed was, luck comes in search of a man who displays courage to face the challenge head on. So let us develop courage. Let us develop the courage to face the challenge head on. And I never shied away from facing any challenges head on. In fact, I volunteered to face the challenges, and I fall in love with challenging circumstances. We must learn to channelize our anger to produce more excellence rather than fighting, because in corporate setup, you are going to handle a lot of egos. It's very important to channelize the anger in the right way rather than fighting. Use the ego to channelize your excellence rather than fighting with people. I realize one thing, that this is true for everyone, and please mark these words. When you lose, the world looks at what you did wrong and they blame you for this, and when you win, the same world looks at what you did right and they appreciate for it. So whenever anyone is going to criticize you, instead of fighting with them, I focus my efforts towards winning the next game. I know once you win, the same people who criticize calls you as an amazing captain. So today you are being criticized, don't fight with them, don't argue with them, win the next match, win your next assignments, next projects, next tender, next customer, okay, next meeting, next opportunity. Take it from the same people who criticize you. Now they will call you as an amazing employee, amazing captain, amazing player. Okay, that is how you have to handle it. And I really care and concern about the criticism. This is what MS Dhoni has said, but I don't change my innate strengths. This is very important. You don't change your basic character because somebody else doesn't want you to have it. Okay, just because you didn't like it. Earlier I used to worry sometimes, but I realized that I can't change my innate strengths. This is me. This is me. I don't do anything in desperation. I respect individuals under all circumstances. I trust my instincts even if it goes wrong sometimes. I back my players whom I trusted even if they fail initially. This is me. I will continue to be myself. And when you get inspired, it's a very important statement. In my opinion, the most important statement. When you get inspired, you have two choices. One is you can say that MS Dhoni is great, or you can have a choice to say that I will become the MS Dhoni of my profession. The first statement keeps you where you are, and the second one lifts you to achieve gigantic possibilities. So we almost come to the end of the presentation. I have one more slide for you to discuss, a very important slide. With this, I would like to conclude this particular presentation. The most important factor, the most important factor to have an edge over others. What is that? We discussed many things, but I like to call it as build a personal brand for yourself. We all know brand, right? We know the brand called Sony, we know a brand called LG, we know a brand called Surf, we know a brand called Lifebuoy. There are so many brands, but it's very important to have a personal brand for yourself. You need to have a personal brand. The moment people think about you, they need to know that, okay, he is this brand. The moment people think about Rajdeep Sardesai in CNN IBN, people know that, okay, he is an extraordinary communicator. You need to build a personal brand. Very important to build a personal brand. I just want to ask you, just think, what would be the salary of professionals called as medical representatives? It could be 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. But I know a man, okay, in a place called Salem, he is earning 4 lakhs per month. 4 lakhs. He is also called as a medical representative. Do you know how? He is not very knowledgeable. He is not a very amazing personality. But what makes him to earn 4 lakhs when the rest of the people are earning 20,000, 15,000, 18,000, 22,000? The reason is he is having a personal brand. For past 25 years, this man meets customers on the same day every month. He goes to one market called Ozur on 1st of every month. He never missed Ozur even today for 25 years. Whether it be a Diwali, first be a Sunday, he doesn't care. He meets them on 1st of every month. 2nd of every month, he goes to a different market and he meets. 3rd of every month is a different market. He has not changed his tour plan even a single day in the last 25 years. There's only one strength he has, personal brand. He has created a person. The moment he comes, the doctors know that, okay, this person, today is 4th, oh, he has come. Today is 7th, oh, he has come. He has built such a personal brand. So the personal brand makes him to become such an important employee of the particular industry, and today is earning 4 lakhs per month when the rest of the same profession is earning 20,000 per month. The reason is personal brand. So build a personal brand for yourself. The personal brand could be, this person services customers in 24 hours. Could be that. This person is a walking encyclopedia. Could be a personal brand. This person is amazing content writer, personal brand. This person goes out of the way to help people, personal brand. This person does customer research to such a perfection, personal brand. Build a personal brand for yourself. The personal brand is going to take your life to extraordinary heights, right? So wishing you all the best. Okay, this is what I want to conclude with. Wishing you all the best. So you can stay in touch with me through my website buildingthefreshers.com, and I really appreciate your time, and really you will succeed in all walks of life. So thank you so much for attention. I wish you all success. I wish you all the best, and I'm sure that okay, you will have a real edge and get a larger pie of opportunity for your career in your life. Okay, take care. Yeah, bye.